Recruitment and Retention Case Study by Deloria Mallory. I have been giving a scenario of a top-level nursing administrator in a large medical center in California. As in many acute care hospitals, my annual nursing turnover rate is more than 15%. At this point, I have many unfilled licensed nursing positions, and local efforts for recruitment have been largely unsuccessful. The goal of this case study is to address and explain strategies to recruit and retain employees by using servant leadership styles, as well as adopting some principles from transformational and democratic leadership styles as well. Servant leadership is the concept where the main goal of the leader is to serve first. They share power with their employees as well as put their needs first. Some advantages are positivity among staff, which ultimately leads to better patient outcomes and patient care. Some disadvantages are that it is a long-term approach which takes time to take effect. Transformational is very similar to servant leadership with characteristics such as inspirational motivation, group collaboration. Democratic leadership also encourages employees' participation and decision-making, and also delegates the delegation of authority, uses feedback to coach employees. However, the difference is the leader still has the ultimate and final decision. Some key advantages are it fits almost every business model, often has solutions for more complex problems, promotes creativity, and builds strong teams. Some disadvantages are it's also time-consuming and can hinder the ability to reach a decision in a fast manner. I think we can all agree that recruiting a brand new graduate nurse is a lot easier than an experienced nurse. However, when hiring an abundance of staff without adequate experience tends to have a negative impact as well. This creates strain for older and more experienced nurses due to consistently having to pick up the slack. There needs to be a balance between levels of experience on a unit and create a cohesion and job satisfaction. Employees want competitive pay and benefits, career advancement opportunities, and accommodating schedules that foster work-life balance. With the requirements that the healthcare field is putting on nurses to continue their education, newer and younger nurses want areas for growth, whether it be through opportunities to further their education or ways to advance in the workplace. Tuition reimbursement has become a huge selling point. By encouraging and allowing potential hires to shadow current staff, this gives them the opportunity to assess workflow, types of patients, and staff. It also gives them the opportunity to be inquisitive and ask staff about their job satisfaction and address any concerns they may have. Recruiting staff also starts normally with the applicant's initial desire to work in a specific location. For instance, if an individual doesn't have the interest in working with certain patients, they normally will completely write off these specific job opportunities. Without interest, recruitment is hard, but having someone whose interest isn't in it also negatively affects the whole team. Reasons of high turnover: inappropriate staffing conditions, ineffective communication between leadership and employees, leadership that doesn't appreciate or care about the overall staff satisfaction, lack of recognition and reward of accomplishments. When we are acknowledged for our work, we are willing to work harder for less pay, and when we are not acknowledged, we lose much of our motivation. This is a quote by Dan Arley. Also, lack of room for advancement, schedule satisfaction, and approved vacations, and education advancement. Resiliency is a person's capacity to respond to pressure and the demands of daily life. Managers who are willing to celebrate team success and sincerely takes on feedback appears to have only positive effects on their employees. Some retention and resiliency efforts are to reduce unnecessary obstacles, give 360 feedback, open door policies, providing the components to be successful, being staffing, supplies, positive outcomes for patients, etc. Also empowers and encourages staff to be involved, and also takes an interest in individual needs professionally and personally. Also keeping employees engaged by setting goals and offering regular competencies, and also having a supportive work environment. Lastly, evaluation needs to be a tool. The best way to create and maintain a successful and ideal work environment is through constant analysis and evaluation. This can be done by implementing exit interviews, frequent employee satisfaction surveys, and one-on-one feedback by current employees, and improvement strategies should be implemented regularly. Thank you.